episode, whatever. I'm on the road again, and I need to contemplate out loud some things. And the first thing that came to my mind when I was thinking about how I would even frame this conversation is the value of voices. The value of voices. So, my voice, which for many years went silent, is now pretty loud and forward. And I've come a long way from where I was back in 2015, 2016. And coming up against something that's really difficult tomorrow. And I've got a lot of questions. I've got a lot of ethical questions that I need help with. And I've had a lot of people help me try to, well, not a lot, maybe 2 or 3 people help me with this particular situation. And in my heart, I feel like it's something I need to talk about, something I need to say. And for many reasons, the major reason being what I had said earlier, the value of my voice. Hang on, there's a cop up here. Okay, I'm back. I'm not being dangerous. I'm not texting. I've got my hands on the wheel. I'm looking in front of me. So, the value of my voice. If you go back through my podcasts, you'll hear many details of my life, over my whole life, and also over the span of a few years where my voice was silenced to a point where it was dangerous, to a point where I had to fight back and leave a relationship, which I never wanted to. I didn't want to leave the relationship. But, there's just so many things you can ignore and turn your back on and, not deal with. And I was tired of being weak, tired of being a doormat, tired of not being listened to, anyway, etc., etc. So my voice was silenced in this relationship where I was asking, a simple question. Well, maybe it's not simple. Maybe it's nothing that you've ever had to ask a spouse, to please lock up the guns. There's kids in the house. Lock them up. Could you do that? That seems like a normal thing to ask. But I was made to feel like it was abnormal and that I shouldn't be infringing on his rights. And so it was a battle over rights in our house. Well, who had rights? He did. I didn't. He was taking advantage of my lack of rights and loading up his bag full of rights. Right? Well, that's how I see it. So I couldn't get the guns locked up in our home for quite a while until I guess I got annoying enough where they finally got put in a gun case, but not the gun that he had on him all the time. That one didn't get locked, and that one sat by the bedside. Fine. They gave me a little bit of what I wanted, so I would shut up. Fast forward, the craziness didn't stop, and I was tired of it, and his parents took the guns, took them to their house. And then when the divorce came up, all of a sudden the guns were gone, and his father had bought them from him, so they were no longer assets. Okay, I expected that. All this stuff I expected. But, we continue to go down this rabbit hole of, ethical flexibility or, moral ambiguity or whatever, where he can easily change my wording and it's all of a sudden I'm in the wrong and he's not. well, we're still there, and his parents endorse it. So I've had to question all kinds of stuff. Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I crazy? And I'm tired of that. And I said a long time ago that I am done with the silence. No more silence. And I said just recently, know my motherfucking name. So I need to stand true to those words, and I need to keep moving forward and calling out the bad behavior that I know is bad, that I know is wrong, regardless of the pushback that I get, regardless if someone gaslights me and tells me that, no, that didn't happen, that's not the way it was, that's not what I meant. I'm tired of that. So I need your help. Because I know you all have been down this road at some point in your life, or it's coming. Or if you escape it altogether, that's great. Good. I hope so. And maybe my podcast will help you avoid it, or to see it for what it is. So I have to go to the courthouse tomorrow to do some pre-trial thing, and I can't speak with any authority on this stuff because I've avoided it. I had to get my lawyer for free. I had to get that free half hour with a lawyer because I have no money, no assets to pay for it. The people that I'm up against have a lawyer on retainer. And so I've got my free lawyer. And he was very helpful in the beginning. And here's what I'm dealing with. Here's what I'm looking at tomorrow. I thought it was weird when he friend requested me on Facebook. Is that weird? I asked a friend. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But, I accepted. And I felt strange. I mean, really, the ask shouldn't have even happened. Like, the request shouldn't have even happened, now that I look back on it. And I didn't have to accept. But don't ask. I mean, that shouldn't even have crossed his mind. Anyway. And some conversations happened on there, and one of which was a comment about a photo of me on Facebook where he wrote to me, God damn it. Anyway, such is the reality of live recording and not editing. I'm still driving. I hope this is still recording. It says it is. Anyway, I got a message from him. Damn, nice photo. I asked him, what are you talking about? The photo of you, your profile pic. Oh, okay. So I responded, yep, that's of me. I'm in LA for work. And my ex and his parents think that my job is stupid and that I was stupid for taking it. And so I responded, yep, my shite job has perks. I get to go to LA once a year. And he responded, I wasn't looking at the skyline, LOL. So it was a comment on my appearance in the photo. And that, I'm guessing. And so it was clearly, I'm not guessing. Here's the thing, is I feel bad about being uncomfortable because someone is doing something that's inappropriate. And so I'm in this position of, do I respond? Do I push back? And in my heart, I want to push back. I want to yell. I want to scream. I don't want to be tactful. I want to tell him, you know what? That's inappropriate behavior. But what do? I get opinions. I put it out there. I do a public poll of people I trust. Is this wrong? Is this okay? Is this inappropriate? I screenshotted all of it and asked trusted folks, and they said it's highly inappropriate. Are you out of your mind? This is ridiculous. You shouldn't be doing this. But what am I going to do? Okay, here's the value of my voice. I have to be quiet. I can't pay this person right now until the settlement comes. So I have to take that behavior. I have to process it. I have to wait. I've got to sit on it. Because I have no voice. Each dollar that I have in my bank account gives me that much more of a leg up. And I don't have those dollars. So I have to take it. All I can do is use my wit, my resiliency, my creativity, and my patience. And a lot of my time and a lot of stress. A lot of stress. So the last time I went to go visit my lawyer, I had to have someone come with me. So I have someone come with me to see my lawyer because I don't feel comfortable. And in the back of my head, I'm like, great, now I'm weak again. I can't go and see the person who's representing me without a representative. How unfair is that? Now I'm in a deeper hole. If I said in a podcast before, I'm 10 feet down all the time. Well, in this situation, I'm 20 feet down. And he put me there. But I could crawl out, couldn't I? I need to take this power back into my own hands and use it. But should I? I don't know. What will it get me? Well, I confronted him today over email because I'm supposed to go to this pretrial thing tomorrow, and I'm not comfortable walking into a courthouse with 4 people that I don't trust. One of which is supposed to be my representation. Yeah, I feel sick. I feel angry, and I feel like I have no choice. There's no choice for me. And I brought it up. I said, I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable going here with them and with you. And of course he played dumb. So being, gaslighted again, however you want to say it. And that's, I'm made to look like I'm losing my mind. So that's where I am. That's where I am in this legal battle, where I've had to, there's no clear line. There's no, it's a tangled mess. And so what do I do? What is my choice? Well, what I want to do is go in there and light everybody up tomorrow. Verbally. Like, I'm done. I'm done being your puppet. I'm done being the one you think you can take advantage of all the time. The one that you want to silence, and the one that you think should be silenced because I'm not worthy. Well, I am worthy, and I have more worth than all of them put together when it comes down to credibility and trustworthiness, kindness. And I don't want to compare. It's stupid. I don't want to compare myself to anyone, especially them. But that's where I'm at right now, and I'm not sure what to do. And I have to take just a small break for a moment. I've got 5 minutes until I need to move on. But I wanted to tie this up. I guess my question, it's all open-ended. I've got no solutions. I retract my statement about my worth, next to theirs. That's not the question. That's a desperate question. That's not the question, or that's not what I want to ponder or put my energy into. But my question is this, and this is universal, does dollar amount, does someone's financial worth equate to the worth of their voice? Do they match up? And I feel like in our society that is the case more often than not, even though we don't want it to be. Especially in the judicial system. And maybe my lawyer took me on for free because I was attractive. It's a good thing I have that, I guess. But it's sad.